Hey guys, today we're going to count down my pick for the top 10 cards in the Moon Priestess Returns set. So this set is about a year and a half old now, but I'm going to start opening up packs on my channel pretty soon, so I figured before I do that, I'd count down my top 10 cards. So let's not waste any time and jump right in. First up at number 10, I've got Split Heaven and Earth. This is a rare chance, and it will deal 300 damage to each player for each special magic stone they control. So obviously against a single color deck, this is a pretty useless card, but nowadays most people tend to run 3 colors in their deck, and they have a decent amount of special magic stones, so a playset of these will be pretty devastating to those players. At number 9, I've got the only common to make my list this time. It is Crime and Punishment. It is an instant that costs 1 red to cast, and the reason it made my list is because it's just a really cheap, fast, easy way to get rid of one of your opponent's resonators that dealt a lot of damage. And then at number 8, we've got Bookogenesis. This is the only uncommon to make my list this time. It's an addition, and it's just a way of getting your resonators out a little bit faster. You bring it out, you put counters on it, then you can search your deck and bring resonators from your deck into your field. The only reason it didn't make it higher in the list is because it's got a pretty hefty casting cost at 4. So best case scenario, you get to bring a cost 1 resonator out on turn 5, and at that point, it might be a little bit late in the game. At number 7, we've got Cephy Arbiter. He is a light-dark dual type resonator, and he's got 2 really cool continuous effects. So first, if your opponent ever discards a card, you get to draw a card. And then second, if a resonator goes from your opponent's field to their graveyard, you get to bring a resonator from your graveyard to your hand. So I don't really need to explain much about this. It's just a really good way of turning your opponent's lemons into your lemonade. At number 6, I got Feissing. She is a 5/7 elf resonator, and she's got some pretty good abilities. So first of all, she's quick cast, so you can cast her at any time you want. Secondly, when she enters, you get to prevent all damage dealt by 1 target resonator. And then lastly, you can tap her at any time to produce 1 will of any color. She's an elf, so she'll fit in really well with any elf deck there, but we got her at number 6 on this list. At number 5, I've got Abel, the Avenger of Gods. He is a 7/7 light resonator, and the big reason why he made the list was because of his awakening ability. So when he enters, he will destroy all other resonators. So if you play him at the right time, you'll have a huge leg up on the game. So at number 4, I've got Stories Told in 1001 Nights. This is a very, very interesting card that essentially lets you take an entire playset of a resonator out of your opponent's deck, hand, and graveyard. So there are a lot of combos and sometimes even decks that rely on certain resonators, and this card lets you take those resonators completely out of the game. The nice thing about it too is it's an instant, so you can cast it at any time. So number 4, Stories Told in 1001 Nights. And I didn't do this on purpose, but at number 3, we've got the Teller of 1001 Stories. So she is a J-Ruler, and when she enters as a J-Ruler, you get to search your deck for any card and bring it into your hand. And then the big reason why she made the list though was her activate ability. So if you don't have any cards in your hand, you can activate her, tap her, and you get to draw 2 cards. So those extra 2 cards per turn can come in really handy. In the runner-up spot, we got Blazer, the Eater of Dimensions. He is an 11/11 dragon that just won't die. He can be played from your removed area, and when he is in play, there's a continuous effect that anything that would normally go to your graveyard goes to your removed area. Additionally, he's got swiftness, so you can attack with him the turn he comes into play. Playset of these in a deck will be awesome. In the runner-up spot, we got Blazer, the Eater of Dimensions. He is an 11/11 dragon that just won't die. He can be played from your removed area, and when he is in play, there's a continuous effect that anything that would normally go to your graveyard goes to your removed area. Additionally, he's got swiftness, so you can attack with him the turn he comes into play. Playset of these in a deck will be awesome. And that will bring us to the end of this top 10 list. So I did have to cut some pretty decent cards as I made the list, but overall I think I have a pretty solid top 10 there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time I open some booster packs.